Hey traders, this is Jeff from zentrader.ca, and we're going to go ahead and get right to the charts here. The first one I want to look at is a 60-minute of the NASDAQ, and ever since the timing signal went green, indicated here by this green, the next day it gapped up and it hasn't looked back. Areas where I think we could pull back, and it would be a completely okay pullback, wouldn't disturb the uptrend, would be around 2840. That doesn't necessarily mean that does have to happen, but you can see we are starting to get some negative divergence on the RSI. But all in all, this is a strong chart. I think we're going to be in one of those areas where the market's just going to continue to push higher. Investors who aren't involved in the market, they're going to feel like they're left out. That's going to continue to push the market up. People who, there are people out there that do try to pick tops and do get short. They'll continue to be squeezed. It's really tough to say. Here is a chart of the Dow Jones with the here, let me just pull something up. With the power zones labeled. If you don't know what the power zones are, you can go to my site and then click power zones, and there'll be more of an explanation there. But you can see that we're in this, this is a bearish wedge, and this has gone on for a while. It's hard to think that this isn't going to pull back. An area where I think it could pull back would be this lower Bollinger here in the 60-minute around 1260. The RSI has just been phenomenal. I mean, this is such a powerful move. It's almost a given that this market is going to go higher. Yeah, it might pull back. Maybe it has a large intraday drop and then recovers. Who knows? But given the strength of this RSI, I really think that we are going to be moving a lot higher. But not at this pace. Like, this is unsustainable at this pace. Here is chart of the NASDAQ 3-line break. The tricks are starting to roll over, but we haven't got a red candle, although they are getting smaller. I think that there was a period where I remembered seeing a very similar pattern, but I'm not seeing it. I mean, this can go on. I mean, this upward move went on for a long time. This relative to previous moves isn't a whole lot. This looks a lot like this, which is not good, but as long as, well, the one red candle will be obviously one warning sign. Sorry, I was watching the hockey game a little bit. Here you've got the NASDAQ daily, and you've got, I talk about this. This is the 4-day over the upper Bollinger Band. This is a short-term overbought signal. The action on the major indexes is all strong. It's all positive, but it's just a little bit, you want to see some give back. They don't stay outside of their upper Keltner bars lines very long. So we'll probably have some kind of either consolidation or light pullback. One last chart I think I have time for. Yeah, here's copper. And copper is oftentimes a barometer for the overall health of the economy. And you can see here, basically for the last 4 months, we've been in this range. And anytime it's gone outside of the range has been a good area. If you wanted to short copper, you could do it above here. If you wanted to buy copper down here, you could do that. And right now, we are below it. So it's going to be interesting to see. We may be on our way down to this 200-day moving average. Maybe back test that because copper's been so strong. But basically we've been sideways for the last 4 months. So I would definitely keep an eye on this, because if it does break down, that's definitely not going to be a good sign. If it bounces here and starts to move higher, well, that's overall. And if oil does come down, I talked about this on the blog, that could push this market higher if oil falls. So take care, guys.